นะครับผม
ค
What's the deal, gang? You guys hear me? How's everybody doing? Right? You hear me? I don't hear myself. Okay. Crispy? Oh, Eddie's in the house. Hold on. Let me wait. Chat, stop moving. I gotta mod ya. There we go. You've been wrenched in. So, congrats to everybody that was in the private session yesterday. And let's continue to streak. What's going on, everybody? How we doing? How are you? I'm great. After that big ass bowl of soup I just had. Chicken pea soup. Not chicken pea, but chicken and pea. Because I know you, chat. Your mind works like my mind works. No, not chickpea. Like pea soup. But yeah, chickpea. Chicken and chickpea. Oh, man. How's everybody? What up, Javier? See you. Who's having a long day? Who's having a short day? Let's get into a breakdown, right? We got enough people in here. 300 of y'all in here. Drop a like, sub to the channel if you're new here. Turn on your notifications, this way you know when we're streaming. Join Wix's table if you want to join the private group for Sundays. And you high as a kite? No, I am Wix as a kite. I'm at Wix homeostasis. This is my equilibrium. Long fucking day. When is the next Wix table? Sundays. It's on Sundays. Sunday Unfiltered is only for Wix's table. Definitely a long day. Well, I heard it worked out good for most of you. For a lot of you. I heard stories. I tuned into Elvis's stream, dropped a like, and just to check what was going on. Came out with the W, all that matters. Came out with a lesson, all that matters, right? Was there value? As long as there was value in it, right? And I know Don, there's always value in what he does. So, if anything, you guys just got a lot more time of value. A lot more valuable time out of it. How to join on Sunday? You gotta join through my YouTube. We know you got that sell when Don took that buy. Is that true? Wait, who started this? Who told you this? It doesn't matter what I did in the morning. No, I had different positions in the morning. I had positions at a different time than Don, but I had to leave earlier. I just had a I had entries before you guys had entries, but it was a different position. I got no issue with what Don did. You know, he stuck to his breakdown, and it worked out. It was from what I saw. I took I had sells off the rip on a 4-hour close at 9. Give me 1 second, chat. Yeah, but the thing is, if I didn't have those sells, I probably would have had the same buys as he did. It just I was in before that, and give me 1 second. But it worked out. Like the homie, like he's fucking incredible. He stuck to his guns, right? I turned on Elvis's stream. Elvis was showing that they're taking profits, taking a TP, and I'm like, you know, if this was, if I was a new viewer, I'd be surprised. But I turned it on and it was like, all right, business as usual. Like I expected nothing less. Like I literally looked at it and I expected nothing less than for the stream to have either been over or the result of that stream to come out a W. It would have been weird if there was a loss. I would have been like, really? When you got out, I didn't have the buys. I had sells. All right, let's get into a breakdown. The daily's closed massively bearish. Now we're coming up, making a top wick. But where do we close? Do we close below anything? We close right at something. Interesting. I mean, I would still expect us to continue and at least fill the daily wick. And we have range here going to 65 areas, 1960 areas. No bottom wick on this 4-hour. It's going to be key how it closes here. So let's see what happened last time we came down here. So we are bearish on the daily, and at some point I expect this to flip, but I also think we're going to come up and grab a steeper top wick than we just did because we're at a pretty strong rejection area here on the daily. So while I do expect this to flip, I think because the previous 4 hours closed bullish, this 4 hour is pretty bullish with no bottom wick. I think at some point we'll still come back, create a support, and drive further up on the smaller time frame. but I don't believe this is the extent of the top wick for the daily. And we'll see it happen. So here's what I see. I see an overall range. Here. I see an overall range to here. And I see that if we get a 4-hour closure above, or this hourly that just started, if we get this hourly closing above 1986.765, anywhere here, if this is how we close on this hourly, that's the 4-hour closing above this area, we have clean range to here. I'm going to take a buy off the rip, expecting us to initially drive up. Whether we reject, whether it's a top wick or it's a candle that drives up, I don't know, but I'm going to expect us to fill to 1990. So if we can close above here at 86, from 86 to 89 or 86 to 88 areas, I'll look for buys off the rip on the 4-hour close. If we close above there, but we don't get an entry, if it doesn't set up exactly like we need it to, then then I'm gonna look for the market to reject somewhere at this area. So as we drive up here, I'm gonna look for the market to actually at some point come up here, tap that area, reject, close back in range, right? And then we will look for a top wick, a flip over here. This will be our entry, and we will look to fill this range down. And if we end up not breaking this at all and we start coming down here, if it's a strong push before the hourly close, right? If we see a strong push before the hourly close, before the hourly close, or for the which is the 4-hour close, right? This will flip the 4-hour bearish, I believe. Wait, 4-hour, well, almost. But if we see it do a strong bearish push here for the 4-hour close and do something like this, we might be off the rip on the next hour somewhere here, and understanding that we have about 15, or at that point, you know, anywhere from 10 to 15 pips to play with, depending how bullish, depending how bearish we close on the hourly, until 1980.7 till a possible rejection. But I think if we get a strong bearish push here at the end of the hourly, then we'll come back down here to retest the lows, and you might get a candle that eventually, right, looks something like this, right? And then if this is what happens, we can take this flip coming back up in range, expecting this. There's many ways to play this. We might also see a drive steeper here, as we won't have any position. If this happens, we'll look for a top wick here to enter somewhere here, understanding we're going to fill the range, and the top wick is our advantage point, right? This will be roughly 22, 23 pips. So 4 or 5 different setups, maybe 4 or 5 different possible entries we could have tonight. Is just how the market is forming. And these are the key areas. I think our overall range is between 76 and 90 here, where we should technically stick around. And from 86, it looks clean for buys from 86 to 90. So let's see what happens. All right. Zoom, what's going on, everybody? Could it be that long top wick on the 30-minute could be a liquidity drive down? If not, could you explain, please? We'll know. And you know how we'll know? We'll see the higher time frame, the hourly, or the 4-hour close bearish here. But if the 4-hour close is bullish, like it is with this wick to fill, we'll probably get a bottom wick and a drive up. And that bottom wick will probably show up. You'll probably get a couple of bearish, right? 1-hour candles. Right, you'll probably get this. Right, this will be on the 1-hour. Right, this is what you might get on the 1-hour. See that pullback to the next part, and this will give you that bounce that you need to drive. But you'll probably see steeper wicks than this. But on the 4-hour, right, you understand that all those candles, those 4-hourly candles, there's just this right here. This is one 4-hour candle. This is what it will look like. Because the market will, oh, oops. Because we'll be like this. See that? So a lot of ways to play this. Let's just be patient. Are you worried about the 410 bottom wick? I'm not worried about it. I'm taking it into consideration and with what I'm doing, right? But a strong bullish push like this, typically off the market open, right? It's sometimes we just don't get the flip. We'll just continue driving up a little further. You'll get another candle with no bottom wick and it'll drive further up. A lot of times that happens off market open, off after rollover. Damn, Bougie out here with a steak knife and everything. Oh God, dog, this. And he's got a legit medium over there. It's a legit medium rare over there. It's crazy. Yeah, just send me a DM, Eddie. The stakes are high. I see what you did there. That's a triple entendre, right? Just for you, Vinny. Just for you. And we ain't gonna start those live streams with what's the deal. Those are gonna start with a how you doing? How you doing? How you doing, Vinny? Interesting. Coming up on a 30 close here. I have no position here, but if we can come up off the rip here and tap 90 just a steep drive and then flip, I would take positions. Shit, hold on. Hold on, chat. 1 hour closes like this, it's a fake out on the hourly. Not necessarily, because my resistance here, my next nearest resistance, 86,765. We're kind of in the middle of the range. We're not really there yet. I believe if we close like this, we'll still come up and re-break the highs and re-break the highs. You like Wix user? Nah, I bought one. I bought one. Actually, it wasn't even a bowl. It was my fucking Halloween Raiden outfit. My Mortal Kombat Raiden outfit. It's the hat. Oof. Is this right? Do I see 12 likes? That ain't right. Hold on. Let me refresh this. That can't be right. All right. We have 99 likes. Who's gonna be number 100? Still 99 likes. Who wants to be number 100? Can we get to 100 likes tonight, chat? Maybe not. We're probably past it, but my shit's not, it's not updating. I don't know why. Well, what's with you and my OnlyFans? Shh. Stop it. It's 129? No, this shit shows 98 now on my shit. You guys hear my kids in the other room slap boxing? No? Put the samurai sword down! And my fencing sword. These fucking 4-year-olds, yo. These little demons. Man, Tua taking a beating. Oh yeah, there we go. Now my YouTube's updating. Or maybe not. Where was your sell 40 plus at Wix? Last night. The stream is up with the private session. We had every Sunday is a private session. So when the market opened yesterday, we had 40 pips and it was private, but once we're done with the stream, and once we call it a stream, I just make the stream public. I make that video public. That's what happens. Hold on a second, chat. Chat, give me a minute. Send Wix a care package. You like that? What are we talking about? Hell yeah, send me a care package. Care for me? UK pre-workout? Oh. I drink that shit. I ain't gonna be carrying weights. I'm gonna be carrying shit out the store. Full speed. Why'd you put your 1 hour level here? I just see, like, I see an area here above which we have, see, this is a little range on a smaller time frame. On the higher time frame, it's clean candle. On the one, see, this is just, I think above there, we're gonna fill. And every time we get a closure above here, you see, as we come up, not as we're coming down, but as we come up, as we close above there, fill the range, just drove straight through. The thing here to watch for is the bottom wick here. This is interesting. Thank you for asking me for that, because I just realized we're going to need to tap this area before filling the range. You see this bottom wick? This bottom wick. So I think if we bring this to the current level, let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's go back. Let's get rid of this. Let's go back. So let's look at the bottom wicks. Right, roughly here. Here, if we can tap. Right, let's go back to the current area. And let's see, look, so we're tapping that area now, right? If we just kept driving here, right, the previous 30 closed back in range, right? It's kind of tapping this area now. Now, if it drives up, so it's not really about how the candles close or print. It's really about what price points we tap, right? So now, this is interesting because look, we said this is the area we drive from. We've just tapped it, right? We're creating that bottom wick here. Right now, if we flip bullish and close above 86765, there's going to be nothing stopping us from coming up here because we just grabbed orders at the area we're expecting a strong drive from. So now in the last 20 minutes of this 4-hour candle, if we come up and do close bullish above, as I drew out earlier, right? If this is how this candle closes, oh, whoops, wrong tool. But if this is how this candle closes, I'm going to be in off the rip, understanding that we've grabbed orders in the area we were expecting to drive from, and the rest of this is just a drop. Whoops, the rest of this is just a drive up. At that point, I won't expect a bottom wick all the way to here. It might happen, but I won't expect it because we're tapping that area now. That's if we flip and reject here. If we don't and we just continue down, then we'll readjust. What lot size should I be using on 1K account? You trade New York session? If you trade it with us, then probably 0.01. Realistically, like if you're looking for 2 or 3 pineapples, probably a 0.5, 0.4. I got some big balls. No, he's just got a different relationship with money than you do. Huss shares a lot size calculator on his page. You see, I got this weird thing I do. It's called thinking. And typically, as a result of that, I can figure out my lot size without the calculator. How does one think, Wix? That's like, I think that's a legit question. How do you guys think? Like, the fuck? Schedule for payouts? Yeah, whatever. What else is new? Bro, why are you delayed by 2 minutes? No, I'm ahead by 2 minutes. You're delayed. Stop living in the past. Join us on the Zoom side with no delay. You know what, Paul? I've been waiting the whole year. Can I see this motherfucking lizard? He's working right now. He's saving somebody money on car insurance right now. He's out. Dom must be stopped. It's gonna be difficult to do. It's not Don must be stopped. It's you got to do better. Don't wait for others to come back down to your level, right? Wait for others. I mean, wait. Look to take yourself up a notch, right? Don't blame the game because it's too hard. You just got to do better. I know who said that. They don't mean that shit. They're just for conversation. We started trading about the same time. I think I started a few months before him. Yeah, I think he started like October, November or something. I started in August, same year. But started in August means like I just started learning. I didn't have an account till like September. I didn't place a trade for a while. Like I just first I started figuring out what shit was. But for the first couple of years of our trading journey, we didn't know each other, right? Till 2020. Is your style of trading also similar to Don with regards to stop loss sizes and take profit? Yes and no, because I do take into consideration that like we're not gonna have a chance to create that top wick here sometimes above 1990 for the drive down. Like we'll take our opportunities are smaller, but if you understand that where you are in the market and how early you are in the actual daily candle or how late, like you can take advantage of these things just the same, right? So like the nuances in the Asian session are a bit different than the nuances in New York. So I typically I want to say that we typically won't see a pineapple in an Asian session, or like it's very highly unlikely, or a drawdown of 100. It's possible, right? It's happened once, I think, but we typically won't see that because for Asian session, I will probably close out as I get, because, right, it's not really about the win or the loss. Yeah, great. The win record, loss record is great, but it's not about that. It's really about the overall profits. And if I think candles are closing against me, like in the Asian session especially, I typically don't wait for the 100 pips stops. I'll probably close out once it closes against me and then either wait to for the market to actually print my way or see if I could hop on the other way. And it's because at the end of the day, it's not about getting that W, right? Just like it is, you want to win every position, but it's really how do you stay more profitable, right? And in some cases, it just makes sense to close out. You can take double, triple the amount of money that you just lost on position another way. Yeah, it's a loss, but your overall profits for the day are bigger. I don't like you. I'll take 10,000 and 5 wins and a loss versus 5,000 and 3 wins and no losses. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care for that loss as long as I'm more profitable at the end of the day. So I think in the Asian session, it's a bit of a different approach. Or at least from my mindset, from the way I think about it. But it doesn't mean like nothing's guaranteed. Like there are times where we could like because the ranges are big enough, we could still be the trades can be valid, right? Even if even at 80, 90 pips and drawdown, the higher time frame levels might not break, and you might still be ahead probability wise, just behind in pips at the moment, right? Drawdown. How much did you first lose? 6 figures. Edit your session trades, 40 pips. Let a homie market a little, dog. I don't I don't post. I don't do an Instagram post. I don't do an infomercial. I don't do a reel about this live feed. Let the session trades live a little. Damn. I love you, but damn. All right, we'll take it off. Fine. Like I always say, right? Stop living in the past. Would I take the daily flip as an entry for some sells? Yes and no. Like if it flips right now, no, we have 9 minutes left till the 4-hour. If it flips in the next candle after a top wick on the hourly, yeah, we'll be in right before the daily flip. Here's the thing. The 4-hour, if it doesn't flip and close bearish right now, which is also the daily flip, right? If it closes bullish, I am not taking sells here off the hourly on the top wick. I'm taking sells as we break the lows, or as we flip. It also depends how steep the top. If the top wick comes up to 1990.62 with no bottom wick, yes, I'm going to take a sell off the rip there, expecting us to come reject somehow. Because if we are to drive any further up, we're going to need to come back, tap probably around at least 80, but most likely we're going to come back down to 76 before rejecting, right? Because that's what gold is very good at doing. I say this all the time. Create a low, create a support, create a high, resistance, right? And what it does, it fills the range a lot. And once it fills the range, it'll come up with a decision. It'll either break out, get a little gladiator candle, right? Top wick, whoops, top wick, and you drive further, or you'll reject and start coming up. But it'll need to make that decision at this area, right? So we'll eventually fill the range. It's just when. Will we start coming up here before we fill the range? Or do we fill the range now and then drive all the way up? That is a lot of boxes. That's a lot of boxes. Can we chip in to buy Wix a proper mic? What's wrong with my mic? This is a brand new one. What's the deal? Not talking shit already? Why is the LEDs not working again? Let's try it, chat. Let's pray. Let's say a little prayer for LEDs. Dear baby Jesus, please don't leave us without any LED light for the evening. Thank you. Damn. I just violated that power switch. Violated that outlet, chat. Double penetration. Whew. It's a... yeah. Let me stop it right there. It's an outlet. said, tell me more. Oh shit. Got me crying. How about them LEDs from Walmart? How do you know that gold will probably go down before going up, vice versa? I know liquidity. I know that it needs to, in order to drive up back in range to 2000, it'll need to tap 76. And I also know that gold, because it's a very technical chat. Yo. It's that double penetration. I'm about to call my girl and be like, look, it works. I'm done. I'm done, chat. This fucking thing. I'm living in the twilight zone right now, chat. You know what would be dope? If we could set this up for you guys to control it. Like, if you like the trade, the shit shines. If you don't like the trade, it turns off. That would be wild. I think it wants to be... Never mind. I was going to say... Never mind. What's the deal, Mr. Don Vo? Appreciate you. I'm not fried. I'm just... I'm kind of freaked out by this light here. Why aren't you sleeping, bro? Yo, y'all got an issue with me smoking before, after, during stream? Take it up with my manager. All right? What to do if you want to trade independently? Lower your lots. All right, yo, if you want to be jealous in peace, all right? Just because I can smoke when I want. That shit ain't shining ever again. Yo. Who jealous? What? We smoking right now? You crazy? Miss Bree, darling. Hey, darling. I love that greeting. So southern, are you? Finish your explanation. Well, if on the higher time frame, we're gonna need to drive. We're gonna drive up. We're gonna need to grab orders, right, to be confident that we're gonna drive up. So we're gonna need to tap 76 or below, most likely even below there. And like I said, because gold is very technical, typically what it does is fills the range before it makes a decision. So if we made, right, if established a support and we've established a resistance, right, we'll probably fill this here, but right, this is a smaller time frame range. That's why we understand it should get filled that wick. And we also understand this is a higher time frame range and it should get filled as gold retests highs and lows. That's just a very, very basic concept about gold. Is it 100% true all the time? It might not come down all the way, but it'll come down to grab orders before it drives all the way up. So if we see this push down, we could probably either play the range down to fill it to come down, grab orders, or we could wait, right? If we don't get a good entry, so it comes down, rejects, comes back up, and then we'll trade. Or if it drives through here, right, with volume and momentum, you will get direction, and then you'll trade below here to the next support. Appreciate the $3. Don, thank you. Yeah, I know it says $69.99, but in American, what is that like? That's like $1.80. I'm here to smoke. What you need, fam? I need some milk. All right, we got our closure. Oh, we got our closure a minute ago. Interesting, because we have a higher time frame support below the current 4-hour low. If we can break the previous 4-hour low and tap somewhere into here without creating a top wick, I might look for positions on this bottom wick here as we come down. This hourly, let's see, this hourly doesn't have a top wick, right? So if we create a steep, we get a steep drive right now, steep drive down. I might have to wait for a bullish flip here because that's a daily flip, right? I'm looking at it. Yeah, that's the daily flip. I think the daily will flip. I just don't believe the daily will drive just yet. The daily didn't close below the, you know, the overall support, right? The overall support was right here at 81.5. It didn't close below there. So now I think if it flips, you might have the 4-hour come back up bullish. Ideally, we break these lows here, and I will look for a buy. You see, last time it drove up, it found support in this area as well. So if we can come down and reject somewhere here, that would be the daily flip, give us the bottom wick for the daily, and then as it starts coming up, we'll take positions to come up. Kind of stuck in this small time frame range. Be patient, chat. Be patient. That's how new mods feel, right? Like whenever a new mod like gets a wrench, their first time out, they be like, damn. That first ban. You gotta be here a while. The mods will have to vote you in. I don't give out the wrench, the mods do. If we can only break this previous 4-hour low before we flip. If only we could do that. Damn. Mods ain't playing no games. Just a little bit lower. We're almost there, chat. I mean, we might drive up from here. Like, there's a level here. If you look, it's just I'm not too confident in it. It might happen. Like, you see that across right there? See that wick that drove this candle straight up? You see where we are right now? You see that wick? That area drove this straight up. And it might be the case here, but I want this to be the case. I just would be more comfortable in this position. Right? I also see that the previous hourly is closed bearish, right? So I'm not too eager to jump in with this little bottom wick into a previous bearish hourly. If we grabbed all these orders down here, then I might be a little more confident. So let's see what we print, how we print. There are positions that aren't clear at all, right? And then there are positions that look like they're your positions. And then there are positions that are crystal clear where you're like, oh, that wasn't even a doubt. Like, psh, that was it. Like this is it, right? Right? I'm not saying right now, but like, that's the feeling you want. Those are the positions when you're like, oh yeah, this is simple. Like, you know, that's the one you want. Not like, oh, this looks like what I take. Damn. Chat is in fucking Friday mode. And it's the people that love you that seem to hurt you the most. Sometimes when they die, find yourself cursing their ghosts. Yep, that was the legendary immortal technique. I think manifold. If those are the emotions that are coming out of you, I think you shouldn't be trading. Go hit the gym. Manifold used to go to Colombia. Valentino on his way from there right now. Driving, flying on the C8. Anyone here goes to work and trade? You asked that? Like, that's crazy. Yo, anybody here go to work and trade? What? Crazy, dog. You wild for this one. Nah. Yo, he goes to work and trades. Yeah. Yeah. Yo, Jimmy, come over here. He goes to work and trade. 3 minutes from now, there's going to be a big ass crowd of people. Like, damn. Y'all never work in places like that? I'd be like, damn, I fucking hate my life. I hate coming in here every morning and here having everybody give me all this attention. Definitely Wix 9 is gone. Hey, enjoy this joint with me. Damn, Jimmy. Wix had some sours. I did have some sours. I'm about to spark as well. Was waiting for the perfect moment. Yo, Eddie, let me give you a piece of advice. Here's the thing. Ban somebody and then go light that J. Just light it as you're fucking clicking. Timeout. Timeout. Sitting there. Put your foot up on the desk too as you're doing it. Or scarred face type shit. Belly type shit. Y'all want rump with me? I created a top wick. Let's see. So if we created a top wick here, we don't really need a flip bullish. I still expect us to, but now that we got this top wick, I'm going to expect this to come down and actually create a support, not just wick down to it. Man, I'm 41 days sober from the gas. Gotta save. Oh, you need a prayer, dog. Dear Forex baby Jesus, please let this man stumble into an ounce of weed or a rolled joint on a lonely Thursday after, at the very least, a motherfucking weed dealer. Don't leave your fellow traders behind. Amen. Your ass needs a prayer. You trade New York session? Oh, that's for Harder. For Mr. Harder. It's all fun and games until everybody's on pineapple number 3, right? Pineapple number 4, then you guys are quiet as hell. Then this chat ain't moving. If we close bearish on the 30, no, right now, I'm kind of stuck waiting on a 30 at the very least. I like this 15. We closed it below the most recent. There's top wicks that come up here. But for me to take a position now, I would need a steep top wick and a flip. Steep top wick, I mean, we need to re-break the hourly highs, the current hourly highs. Right. If we can do that, that would give the 15 here a steep top wick, probably break 84, 85, right? This area where we don't have a top wick, right? So this 15 was able to tap this area, right? You see where the top wick here from which we drove down, and where we do not currently have a top wick. If we were able to tap this area on this current 15 like such, I would place a sell stop on the flip, and as soon as we flip, this would be us filling the range. That's about 30 pips of range there. What's the highest number of pineapple? I don't know, you gotta ask Don. Is it snowing for you? Not in the last 100 years, I think. What? I can go a cough for a little bit. What we? Oh no! Yeah, Carly. Yes, 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 and no. Use OAN just to chart. Shit ain't working. Yes, Don Vo is my #1 mentor. Don is here. It was here earlier. Yeah, he donated 70 loonies. Right? Is that how you would say it? Steep top wick and flip. Steep top wick and flip. Because, right, we're kind of in no man's land at the moment. The hourly could go one way, the 30 could go the other way, the 15 could go the third way, right? The 4-hour could go the fourth way, they'll go diagonally. Like, everything is in different directions. I hope nothing goes to the left here, though. That'd be wild. Ooh. Ooh. We moved 4 pips. Yeah, if you accidentally, if you happen to accidentally set it on fire, there are bound to be some side effects. Oh, alright. This is what you're gonna do right now? You just gonna drop, huh? Or not? You see the time frames are telling me different stories here. I don't know if this is the bottom wick for the 5 to flip up. Top wick for the 15, 30, and the 1 to continue driving down. Or is this the bottom wick for the 4 hour to flip up? It's a bit inconclusive at the moment. I will say this though, chat. If we come up and re-break the highs on this hourly, if this hourly breaks this high up here, and then re-breaks its own low, I'll take a sell or I'll have a sell stop on the re-break of the low. If we come up and re-break the high, I think we'll tap into 84.2 areas, strong rejection areas. And as it flips, I think that should drive us down. And so we'll see. We'll see. This cam's too high. What it is. What's up? What's up? Let's just do a small position. You one of those. No. You that voice inside my head I've been trying to avoid, man. You the... Take a small position. Just do it. It's okay. 1970. 1970. Do it. Do it. Be like, yo. Stay out of my head. Time usually hop off around 10. Chess trader. 10 ticks in the money already. Adding if we break 98.5. Yeah. We're just checker traders. Never broke that previous 4-hour low, huh? I have no indication of direction yet, chat. Yeah, I see some volume. I see the market moving, but moving in one spot. Nice dreads. Thank you much. Bitch, don't wear shoes in my house. Forex is checkers. You're correct. Yes. If I'm being honest with you, chat, no, lie to us, Daniel. Do what you always do. Tell us about your MFF payout. You're never honest. You recommend funded accounts? Yes. Wait, no, that's not. I don't recommend funded accounts. There are no recommendations here. Who do you use for funding? I found this like early in my trading career. I found this company. It was called JOB Funding, and I used that. And they pay whenever you want. Payouts guaranteed. Right near the Beach Boy funding. Chess trader, there are many things I'll never understand either, right? Like, why do people look directly into the sun? This shit makes no motherfucking sense, but people still do it. I'll never understand why people use funding companies, period. Actually, I'm lying. I do understand why. I get the whole glamour thing behind it. That was a bad example. Oh shit, here we go. Here we go. Can we see some more volume in this market right now, chat? Let's go. Let's do the volume dance. Everybody kick your monitor off the damn table right now. It's dance time. Y'all good? Everyone survived? Everybody got a black eye from the mosh pit? Just gotta watch out for that mosh pit. That devious mosh pit is wild. People just be running around with a wrench. Just bop! Fuck did I do? No, I died. Daily flip, yes sir. I'm not in it. Not in it. Not yet. Pete gave you tinnitus? You're wild. Damn. You guys are older than I thought. This is like the nursing home of Forex. Where's Glenn's wheelchair, y'all? Give Glenn his wheelchair back. Glenn came by the other day. I didn't see him. Giggity giggity. He did? Damn. He got a new name or something? How did he come by? We summoned him, right? The other time. Oh, they blocked the field goal! Suckers. Still Glenn? We might tap 97. Finally. Like, we were just at 97. Yeah, I know. 1997. I know. We were just there on Friday. What's the score? Your favorite lemon lime soda. I knew that was coming. That's it. That's all the guesses. We're done with the guesses. Sprite. Yeah. Score is Sprite. Wow. Beautiful range here. Called, what are you doing, you silly goose? Let's go. Wix, you can use code if you have to. I just use my facial expressions. It's just Your best surprise face? I don't know. I have a lot of surprise faces because you can be surprised in many different ways, right? You can be pleasantly surprised, like, and you could be like unpleasantly surprised, like, like, the fuck was that? And then you can be like surprised, like, and you can be angry surprised. Anyway, chat, like if you're looking to win an Oscar, just follow me for more acting advice. Can ask him anything related to trading. At this moment, we're on acting. If Sally had 10 apples, John had 327. Each apple cost 5 cents. While a train is moving 420 kilometers per hour, what is the difference between the sun and the moon on April 22nd, 1932? Yeah, but how will that affect LeBron's legacy? You know what I'm saying? That was funny. See you tomorrow when you're heading to bed. Tomorrow for this rat race. Yeah, it should be fun. Yeah, if the moon and the sun within 3,200, I reckon help LeBron. Yeah, as long as Venus is in retrograde, LeBron winning the MVP. Can you show some GJ? Chat. They asked for GJ.
How about no?
We give him GJ. Kind of new to your stream. Well, when we're arranging like this, when candles are printing side by side, we tend to troll a bit, and you know, sometimes the humor is a really good example of high quality satire, and sometimes it's just outright. But either way, we got to pass the time while we're stuck in a range printing side by side. No, thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for having you. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Kind of surprised here, right? This 15. Did it close below? It closed respecting. We should drive here, right? This 15 closed respecting this area. Why did it not drive just now? I missed this. Oh, there's a 5 support here. I think we should still come down here. Let's see. The 5 just opened up here, 47. Let's see if this 5 can close below. If we can close below on the 5. That's also the 15 close, right? Let's see how this 15 goes. If this 15 closes strongly bear below this, I think we might test the bottom of the range here. This will be interesting. What's the deal, sir? Yo, what is that? Is that where you went to school on the wall behind you? Bougie. Right? Is that where you went to school? What the fuck is that?
Wait, what happened?
Is that Hogwarts? What is that
Are you
behind you?
talking about? Are you talking about the painting?
Yeah.
Nah, it's just a painting, man.
It's like, yeah, that's my alma mater. Ooh, coming down, coming up, coming down, coming up. What are we doing? We should still come down here. It's wondering why it's still holding. 2 minutes here left for this 15. The hourly's clearly coming down. We might fill the range before this hourly close. Let's see how this 15 closes here in 2 minutes. Did you take the trade with Don today? No, I had a different position. I had sells off the 4-hour close. How much pip did you grab? 38. I had more sells later, and I was like maybe 10, 11 pips in profit, and I went BE, and it took me out of BE and then drove even more. How I analyzed the 4-hour close. Well, here's the thing. We had a 4-hour close below the overall and the most recent, and then we had the next 4-hour come up and tap this area and close below and close respecting, right? Now I understand it also closed respecting support here, and it's kind of an indecision candle, which a lot of times you can just clear out. There was not a lot of decision made here, but it mattered. What happened here was it mattered. Don't just take a candle as a candle. How it forms mattered. And in this case, it mattered that this candle formed this bottom wick before it made this top, because once it made this bottom wick, it came up here and rejected, and when this candle opened, the market wasn't doing this, right? When this candle opened, the market was doing this. It was coming down. So I saw that we respected resistance. The market's on its way down, closed very indecisively on the 4-hour. And if we were going to come up, the market wasn't going to drive up out of nowhere from that indecision and the candle and the 4-hour before that previous 4-hour closing so bearish. It wasn't just going to drive up. It was going to tap and break. It was going to break 1990 either way here before it made a decision. It was going to break the previous 4-hour low. I texted Don, I think. I said I'm looking for 87. He was looking for a bottom wick. I was like 87 should be a good area. But and as soon as this closed, it was a bearish. See how it came down and then it came up, and this was the close. This was the close. And as we were closing, I understood that we just respected, and this was the bearish close, and we need to break this in order to come up anyway. So I just took it off the rip here. And as it came down, it never came back up. I just closed full at 38 pips. I didn't have a chance to do anything. If I didn't take that position, I might have been looking for buys there on the break if I missed that. In order to, come up, because I think Don's position was pretty valid, and the reasoning for it was very valid as well. I was just focusing on a bit of a, like, my perspective was a bit different at the moment. But it's not like a different trade or a different breakdown. We just approached it with a bit of a different perspective, but understanding the same things about the market. But it mattered how that 4-hour formed, or if it made a top wick and the bottom wick first, or if it made a bottom wick and the top wick first. All right, if we can close like this and come up with a top wick here to 84.92, I'll have sell stops. Also, remember what I said. If we close bullish on the 4-hour, yeah, we might come down, make a bottom wick on the 4-hour, and then drive up. But it might take a couple. Remember, I even drew it out that it might take a couple of bearish 2-hour or a couple of bearish hourly candles before the market does turn around, come back up, right? And now, 2 bearish hourlies or 3, and then 1 bullish that drives. But look, we have a top wick, but a very small one on the current 4 hours. Highly likely we break this high. We just need to see a support formed, and if we don't see a support formed, then we see a strong drive down past 1980.78, then we can expect 76 to be tapped, 77 to be tapped before a decision is made on where which way to continue. Heading to your soccer game later, Javier. Sweet. Chat, when I was a little kid, I used to buy my favorite player's jersey, and not just the jersey. I'd buy the shorts too, and I'd show up to the courts looking exactly like him. And I swear I would play better because I was dressed like that, and I thought I was better. Can't do that over here. What the fuck am I gonna wear? A Bobasu hat and some Playboy Cardi shirt. Obviously, deviously. You definitely wore wristbands and headbands on the court? No, I didn't. But you know what I wore? Knee bands. I hated wristbands and headbands. I was like, I never understood it. Just realized you have 69 wins. Yes. Wix 9 with the big 6-9. Wix, any shoes? Yeah, they're on the other end. New shoes? Yeah, I just got these fucking the Persian 12s. These are the Persia 12s right here. Chat. It's the new release. It's a new collab. The Jerusalem 7s. Those are wild. Oh, you know how many pounds of rice these shits are pushing? He's the ultimate rice racer. Yeah, I better stop fucking around with my Lamborghinis, yo. Alright? I'm mad horsepower. I got all the power. Can you make him do the hook move when you throw him into the next room? Nah, I gotta ask my mom to teach me that. She got that shit on lock. I think she won tournaments with that shit. 6 minutes for the hourly. I was gonna see, let's see how the hourly looks. This is the fucking hourly. Oh, fuck. Alright. I can take a position on the next hourly if we can come up, tap 84, and flip bearish. I can dig that. We might just drive. We do this sometimes. It has a tendency to fill the range, but I can't take a position here right now. That 15 looked like a really good break of the lows, but the thing is it pulled back and we closed more or less doji on the next one again. 30 looking good. Range is small here though. And the 5, like, look at this. This is how we're printing. This is ugly on the 5. Hey, the captain starting off the petty donos. I love that game. If we can get from $5 down to 1, right? As long as we keep it to every next donation has to be 1 penny lower, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I'm also Canadian, so I'd have to donate like 4,000. True. Why Wicks look like blonde mom smoking a cigarette in the morning who got stressed by them kids with a green tight jacket? Yeah, your ass is definitely colorblind. This shit is not green. You gotta say with that gray ass tight jacket. Fuck. This shit's gray. I love you. But you colorblind. Gray makes it worse. makes what worse? What's it? Oh, like it, but I'd be better off if it was green. Green's a bit more hip. Nah. This jacket like the movie. She got mad shades. Any golfers in the chat? Yeah. Tiger Woods, y'all. I'm just waiting on Tiger to pop up and be like, hey, you strayed too? Oh my fucking God, do something. Gold, Jesus. Cheese and rice. Oh, there it goes. Thank you. I want to see how we close. So close to the break of the 4-hour low. And this will be interesting if we close here with no bottom wick. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm gonna look for a steep top wick here to break the previous hourly high. If we can do that off the rip before making a bottom wick, I'm gonna look for a sell position. But there's a chance that we just drive down here to fill the range. Let's see. Can we come up? And I think we should come down because look, we've just, right? We had a low here and both the last two 5-minute candles have respected it. If we can come up, break these highs, I would be very comfortable with some sell positions. But if it just drives now, it drives now. It's not massive range, right? This is only 14, 15 pips here. If it was a bigger range, maybe I could think off the rip, but I want a steeper top wick. It makes sense on every time frame. I just want to be confident we're going to drive down here. And we might, because look, these wicks have come down from here. Do the other mods watch YouTube or Zoom? Well, the Zoom's available for you, Eddie. Free for you. Sunday sessions free for you as well. The private session, all the mods can hop into the private session. Yeah, I don't know if mods knew that, but yeah, you all have access to the Sunday session. Coming up. I mean, technically, this is where we end our session. Let's see. Typically, this is where we end our session, but I want to see how we react here. Yeah, I want us to come up and tap 84.25 here, but I will not take a sell off the rip because that's also the 4-hour flip. That's the 4-hour driving up. But if we tap it and then we flip bearish here on the hourly, I'll take sells at the break of the lows. And the last time, if we look left here, you guys see the last time the market closed here, this area, the top wick came up to here, and then it drove. So at the very least, that's where I'm looking for the market to tap before this drive down. With this daily flip, it's a wrap. I honestly don't think if a daily flips right now, it's a wrap. I think the daily flips right now, it's going to hold till tomorrow in New York to drive. We have a lot of news tomorrow. I think it might flip and come back up. That's what I believe will happen. Wicks looks like Jonathan Davis. Something takes a part of me. Something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe. I'm fucking cultured, y'all. Stop playing games with me. I did it all for the nookie. Come on, the nookie. Come on. That's Limp Bizkit, I know. That's Fred Durst. What y'all running from? True. Okay, Carly. The reason I stopped where I stopped. W. You guys are cultured too. See, the 4 hour and the hourly are telling us a different story. And you know how I tell you when this happens, you might guess the right way, but if you just wait another go around here of the tap of the highs, tap of the lows, and the creation of the ranges, like sometimes it's anywhere from 2 to like 4 or 5 extra candles, right? It'll be a much stronger confirmation because both time frames will eventually line up, and even if you don't get the most optimal entry, right, the weakest of the weakest entries, you'll still find your continuation or the close of the range, right, or fill of the range entry. Just be patient. Right? It's not the wins that keep you in the game. It's the patience that you display to wait for your wins, the willingness to stay out of positions that aren't yours. That's what'll keep you in the game long term. And the longer you are in the game, the more chances you have at succeeding. Oh. How many setups you start with? 0, none. I didn't know what I didn't know, right? I had no idea what to even look for. I tried so hard and got so far. What are we doing? Reciting fucking early 2000s rock ballads? Life is a highway. Every morning there's a halo hanging from the corner of my girlfriend's four-post bed. Sugar Ray was the shit. Sad day, passing up 69, and what a 69 it was. What a win it was. Chat, if we break this previous hourly high and tap into 84, I'm gonna look for a sell stop as we start coming back down. So lately, been wondering. Will gold flip here continue bear? At this moment, we own Nickelback. You old. You old. You too old. Did he say what I think he said? Did he? Nothing, you idiot. Dr. T's dead. He's wrecked in my basement. In the pines where the sun never shines. Damn, this daily looking sweeter than a Twinkie filling, but I don't know if we're gonna take this daily. Not unless we start flipping here. Look at this graph. Yeah, this 5 pulling up. This 15 might close bullish, which I don't want. I want it to flip off like in one candle. Because what happens now I need the next 15 to come up and drive up first. Word. Who needs copyright music? We got all this copyright free covers over here. Everybody just singing in the chat. This will be interesting too, because now the 5's closing back above range, right? So if you look at it from this perspective, or the 15, I'm sorry. Right? If you look at it from this perspective, 15's closing back above range. Now, if we can get a bottom wick and a flip, I wouldn't mind that either. Put Anthrax on a Tampax and slap you till you can't stand. Girl, you just blew your... See, everybody... See, this shows who's thinking what. Someone's Mr. Brightside, someone's... someone's Superman. You've all got different things in your mind. Oh yeah? You a singer? Bougie, you want to sing for us on stream? I'll give you the stage if you sing. He said, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Nah, that singing shit ain't for me. You know me in the club, I don't sing no lyrics. I just be like, that's the extent of my clubbing. Oh, we gotta flip it again? Me and Green, we about that life. We always flipping shit. How is Don straight? I don't know. I wasn't around for most of it. I had something to do. I had a lot of things to do today. Okay, there's the top wick. We broke the highs. Can we come down and flip? Right? These are the areas we were looking for. 84.2. 84.25. If it taps that and starts flipping bearish here, I will take positions. But if it doesn't do it on this candle, and the 30 starts coming up and closing bullish, I think I'll call it. Little Carly. All right. Little Rizzy. Close bullish soulmate. I mean, it's irrelevant. I'm not gonna go pass out after this, right? After this, I'm gonna roll a fat Jamaican joint, and I'm gonna go enjoy my evening, right? And after I'm done with the J, I'll probably turn on some Ancient Aliens, and I'll go relax. Go try to pass out. Either that, or I'll turn on something by like about like the string theory. I'll learn something about the 11th dimensions tonight. You know what show I used to love? Excuse me, damn. Yeah, I definitely need to hit that fucking butt.
The smoke got me. I got bronchitis.
Damn, but remember that show with fuck, what's his name? The white dude when they used to watch, he does the food show, the rapper, what's his name? Fuck. I'm drawing a blank. No, not any, he's Action Bronson, there he goes, where he fucking watches Ancient Aliens and smokes with his boys. That's such a funny show. He'd be like, damn, you heard that? That is a funny show. What do you think about Dombo lost today on his trade? He didn't. He made 6 pips. He won. Mark Wahlberg, that Ras, Mark Wahlberg. That's not a win. Oh yeah? Then how come when I lost 3 pips, you guys counted that as a loss? You guys gave me, like, you guys raised hell in chat. I mean, chat was in panic mode. When I lost 3 pips, I was like, do I mark that as a break even or as a loss? You see this record right here, 69 and 18. One of those 18 was a 3 pip loss. It should be 17, right? And 35 break evens. It was 3 pips, and the majority, we did a vote, and the chat was like 50-50, right? But 50%, like good 400 of you voted that was a loss. But 6 pips in profit is not a win? Bruh. Bruh. So understand, like, oh, 18 losses, the massive loss. Nah, one of those losses is 3 pips, and I count it as a loss because I don't really care for wins or losses. What I care is how much money I make, right? I care the fact that what's more profitable. Sometimes grabbing a loss and hopping in a different trade and actually, taking on a loss will provide more profits in the long run. I remember when Don counted his 4 pips as a win, but I don't remember that. I know he always, like, I think within 5 pips, I think he'll always count that as a break even. And it makes sense because, like, 5 pips, 2-3 pips, like here and there, like the way we trade, right? It's like a break even trade. Like anything I think over 5 pips then should be counted as a win or a loss. Anything under, that's a break even. Because you could be in drawdown, 150 pips, come back, close at minus, that's a break even. Like, that's like. But for the sake of appeasing chat, I counted my -3 as a loss. Okay, so we got that top wick, right, where we wanted it. Now, if we can flip here, I'm gonna have a sell stop chat on the break of this 30 low. Wait, let me see this 15. The 15 I don't trust yet, right? Because we can break that low and continue up. But if we flip here, because here's the thing, if we look at the 15, there's a support here, right? We can still tap that right now as a bottom wick and drive up. But if that 30 just starts driving on this 30-minute candle in the next 6 minutes, then we are in positions here on the break of the lows. It'll probably be the previous candle, right? It's only a pip difference, so it'll probably be right there. But it's got to happen on this 30. If it doesn't happen on this 30, I'm most likely going to call it a session chat, because I don't want to sit here too late into the night. You know what? Let me check. My kid's sleeping already? Hold on a second, chat. Oh, my kids are so cute. They sleeping in unison. Like, they snoring in unison. I'm gonna call them the snore girls. The Spice Girls? The snore girls. It's chaotic in this motherfucker. Any idea what a swaps? Yes, that's when the broker holds your positions for you during rollover times, when the daily candle rolls over into the next day. Right? Those are swaps. And sometimes you get positive swaps, sometimes negative. On buys, you pay money to the broker. If you were in sells, you would have made money on swaps. And I believe you make more money on a Wednesday. Ooh, we were right about that 4 hour, huh? We just never broke that previous 4 hour low. So, never got the confirmation that we grabbed enough orders. This will be interesting on at 12:30 or when Kieran's on. What up, Captain? You guys can unmute. When you're half Anunnaki. That's crazy. That's crazy. You older than me, dog. I thought I was old. Damn, dog. You lived with the Sumerians. I read the Epic of Gilgamesh. I know all about you. What Anunnaki means? Oh, I seen that on Ancient Aliens. It means those that from the heavens came. That's exactly what it means. Test my Anunnaki knowledge. Get the fuck at it. Get the fuck. You can't test the pothead's Anunnaki knowledge. You crazy? Told you I'm cultured. Wait, we got someone over 70 in here? Yeah. Boy's like 7,000. I'm gonna wait this 30 close. We're gonna see it through. So what I was gonna say The Pablo guy's not real. You one of them? I don't know. Me and Elon came down here on the same spaceship. On the same ship. We own the same shit. Okay, so what I wanted to say, what will be really interesting here is the hourly and the 4-hour close, because I think if the hourly can close in about 30 minutes, I'll pay attention to it. I don't know if I'll trade it. I'm more interested in the 4-hour close. I think Kieran will be streaming at that time. Elon and I. All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. English teacher. All right. Me and Elon, well, actually, it's Elon and I. Yeah, well, it was Elon and me, not you. I'm kidding, Tom. I'm that guy too. I'm that guy too. When people say that, I'm like, no, well, you know, it's actually and I. But I'll be really interested in the 4-hour close right before 1 a.m. Eastern, maybe around 12:30. I'll tune in. I want to see how strongly we're pushing here on the 4-hour, and if we're able to establish a support on a smaller time frame above 86, above 86.7 that we can use to drive off of to come up higher, because I believe we'll tap 92 areas, and I think in order for us, I think when we on our way to 92 areas, we're going to have an indication on the hourly or a 4-hour close as we drive up here. And we might close above here now, but what happens is it's out of volume time, right? So you might get a push and close here, but not enough liquidity to actually drive up. So the market will kind of pull back and you'll think, oh shit, we faked out, we're coming back in range, it'll do this, right? It'll find a support, but it'll eventually, once you get the volume back in the market, it'll do this. You get that closure one more time. You had it here, it didn't drive, you'll get it one more time and it'll fill straight through. But you'll need to be in a volume time. That's why a lot of times, hey, you can take that position, your position you take all the time, 11:30 p.m. Eastern. It just doesn't drive, not enough volume in the market. Volume comes in, that same position runs. So make sure you're trading with volume. You think it will come back to make the 4-hour bottom wick? If it doesn't do that on this 4-hour, I think the next 4-hour might. We'll see. We'll see. But I hope you guys understand what I'm looking for at the 4-hour close. I think Kieran, I was going to say Elon. I think Elon will go over it. Yeah, Mr. Musk will be on to break down the pre-London session. Kieran will be on at midnight breaking this down, so hopefully he'll take you through the strong push up into 90 or 92 area once we start coming up there. And don't forget, we can still reject, but it's got to be on this hourly candle. It's got to be a strong rejection. Look, you don't really have a top wick on this 30, so it's pretty interesting. If you can come up here and start flipping, if that hourly starts driving down, then I would be happy with sells here below the previous hourly. But for now, as it's driving up, if it closes bullish, closes above here, you can look for a support to be formed, take you up. But remember, if you're out of volume time, outside of the peak volume time for the markets, it might not drive immediately. It might wait till the next volume time, which is pre-London around 1 a.m. That's why I was saying it'll be interesting where the 4-hour is at that point, because it might be a very simple play to just fill the range up here, 20-30 pips, and after that, you know, house money. All right, Kieran will be here at midnight. Yanez will be here for London at around 2 or 3 a.m. Eastern. Huss, I think, will be on at 4 a.m. Eastern, and I think and Dom will be on around 6 or 7 a.m. Eastern. All right, chat. As for me, I'm gonna call it a session here. We're way past our normal time, but it is what it is. We got a W yesterday. Not every day we got a trade. Today we're off, right? No positions. But this morning we had a lot of, you know, a lot of possible entries. So I think most people should have traded this morning. Buys or sells, you should have been in something you should have been able to take some, you know, some bacon off the table, secure some profits. Yeah, I will be back. Oh, and then Elvis tomorrow, pre-Asian, right, at 5:30 p.m. Eastern, and I'll be back here as we always are, same time, same place, 8 p.m. Eastern, live here on YouTube chat. Mods, thank you so much for helping me run tonight's stream. As always, love and wisdom to you all, to everybody in the chat. Sub to the channel if you haven't yet. Drop some likes and turn on your notifications. This way you know when we're on. And everybody in the Zoom, once again, thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate all of you. Let's fast forward our music. You guys get ready, hop on the dance floor. As for myself, I'm gonna go smoke a fat Jamaican joint. All right, chat. Love you all. And just like that, another Asian session is in the books.